was so sad. We've had a right nightmare this morning. Honestly.
Disney Express.
It could only happen to us. It really, really could. So basically, you know that you have a suitcase and it has one of those, yes, you know, and you have one of those things that pull up to pull it along. Well, that wouldn't go down on my suitcase, my mum's suitcase. So they wouldn't take our suitcase. So we had to get on the Disney bus from Santa Fe, which we've done now, so that's a positive. Take the suitcase on there and then take it straight to the station, and then when we got off the bus we had to snap it off, and then we got to the station. The man was very nice and he gave us some tape to wrap around it so it wasn't a big sharp piece of sharp metal sticking out the top.
But he was really confused at why they wouldn't take it.
Basically they said that because it was stuck up, that it would just get damaged in the van. Well, it's already damaged.
Even though we had to snap it off anyway.
Absolutely. So yeah, so now we need to buy some new luggage for our next trip. So anyway, do you know what? It's fine. We are heading to Ratatouille to get a fast pass. Yeah. Or actually maybe even just to go straight on it.
But before that we just went to the customer services and got a MasterCard VIP seats for Mickey and the Magician.
Yeah.
At what time? 12?
No. 105.
105. They only do it for the 105 or the...
It's the fourth one, the last one, yeah.
It's like the second or the fourth one that you can do it for, so that's sorted. Everyone's running towards Ratatouille now, so now, we better go.
Yeah, don't get scared when people start running. Like if you get there, everybody started running and I just think, why are you running? Like,
it just panics people.
Yeah, and then everybody else starts running and nobody knows why everyone's running. So, yeah.
There's little food booths.
Yeah, we never got a pretzel, did we?
No. Maybe we should try and get one today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a lot of time today, so we're going to queue up for Chewy, so we think that'll probably take about 45 minutes.
Yeah, our Eurostar's not till like 5 o'clock, so we're all good, we're good.
So we made it to Ratatouille, we strolled all the way nice and leisurely, and it's still only a 5-minute wait. So yeah, don't panic.
No running here, no running here with us too.
I don't even run for the bus. I'm not going to run any time.
So, considering it's a Saturday and we thought it was going to be absolutely rammed, the park doesn't feel very busy yet.
No, I think because we've kind of got ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ratatouille 5 minutes, straight on. It wasn't even 5 minutes, it was literally straight on the ride.
Yeah. We were going to go on it again, but we decided against it.
Yeah. So breakfast done, shopping done, photos done. Now we're just going to go and queue for Chewbacca. It doesn't open for half an hour, but there's still a massive queue. Well, not massive, it's bigger than what we thought. But
probably going to be about a 30-minute wait.
Yeah. Oh, it says. Oh yeah. I thought it was a picture of Darth, but no, it's Chewie. They both look the same.
they don't look the same. How dare you?
From this distance, all seems like a helmet shape. Hello. Let's have a photo. Sure.
Hello. We're back again.
Thank you.
How are you? You're good. Good. It's our last day today.
It is our last day. Sad day.
That's how I feel. Cried a couple of times.
We're coming again now. Yeah.
No, we'll be back. We'll be back. We've just been to watch Mickey and the Magician for the last time. It was incredible. We were sat a lot closer this time, weren't we?
Yeah, so the MasterCard VIP seats are in the centre, 4 rows from the front. So you just go in and ask the cast member and then they just basically show you to your seats there. So yeah, it was a brilliant view.
It was well worth doing. Well worth doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I didn't cry as much this time.
Because you knew what was coming.
Because I knew it was coming, but it did make me cry a little bit.
Yeah.
But that would be on my list of top 10 things I was to do here.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's what I remember as a child going to America, and they're the types of things that I take home and remember. And there aren't many of those experiences here in Disneyland Paris, but that is one of them. So definitely go and see that if you're gonna come here. Yeah, we've not vlogged for a little bit today. So yeah, we met Chewie He was brilliant. He was absolutely really tall.
Yeah, he just likes to give hugs.
Yeah, and he did them because I couldn't stop laughing. And they did this like funny laugh.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
It was really good fun.
Yeah, he let us have a selfie with him.
He did. Yeah, we took a selfie.
When we did the selfie, actually, I was like, his fur went in my face. Probably see on the picture, like it goes like over my eye. It went in my eye a little bit. It's fine though.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah,
Again, like we weren't sure whether we were going to do that originally, but we thought, actually for me, again, that was a highlight.
Yeah, we queued for quite a long time for it. I mean, we queued half an hour before it opened, so we expected half an hour, but then once it opened, it was another 20 minutes, I think.
And that's another good tip actually, because if you send in one of the Disney hotels, you can get there and just potentially start queuing before everybody else gets in. So when we came in this morning, we did Ratatouille, and then did we head straight there? No, we didn't, did we?
We went and got something to eat.
Yeah, so we
started queuing at 9:30 basically.
Yeah.
There was already about...
There's about 5 or 6 families in front of us at 9:30. So do that if you're in a Disney hotel, get a trainer, and you're desperate to meet him, do that as well. We noticed that there was a lot more characters over Friday, Saturdays. I don't know about Sundays, I'm assuming Sundays as well. There seems to be a lot more meet and greets around and about the park. So we noticed before that Remy was down here, so we're just going to go and see whether he's there, and we might get a quick picture with him, but then I think we're going to head to the station.
Yeah, I'll just do another quick lap of the park, and then that's it.
Yeah, so, but we've already started looking at coming back. We've also got our trip to look forward to in May as well. We're going to Walt Disney World in May, so we've got that to look forward to. But I have had a really lovely time here, and I think because we came a long time ago and the weather was terrible, and we didn't give it as much time as what we should have done. No. We didn't have as good a time as what we wanted to, whereas this time,
Take it easy. We've learned a lot of stuff actually.
We've learned loads. I don't want to leave, but we've got to leave. We've got to go and earn some pennies to come back again. So there we go.
It's life.
So yeah, that's life. Yeah. So right, let's go, and then we'll see you probably back at the station.
Yeah.
Fed up.
We're going to the train station.
It's fine. It is fine.
It's not fine.
Do you know, I just don't think I expected to feel like this. I think I expected to come and have a nice time, but I've had a really good time. Like,
so it's better than you expected it to be?
I am, yeah, because the last time we came it wasn't so great, and yet now, and like I say, last time I think the sun helps, and I think, you know, it's just been really nice. The parks are better than they were 10 years ago. I mean, they were great then. They're just so much better now. I just got to say that if we weren't going back to Florida in May this year, I think Anthony'd be having to drag me out of here right now, sobbing on the floor. But yeah, like sadness. Yeah, that's what I do now. When I'm sad, I just lie down on the floor. So yeah, so we're just heading to the train station to pick up our luggage.
And wait.
And wait. With those kind of travellers, you know, we like to be at the place that we're the travel I don't know, what do you call it?
Don't know. Train station?
Well, yeah, basically where we get our transportation.
Earlier than you need to be.
Yeah,
really, just in case.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Better than being late.
Huh?
Better than being late.
It is, absolutely, yeah. And we're in London.
It's been a long journey.
I'm in grumpy mode. I'm trying not to be, but I've been a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, the train journey was so long, and we got delayed midway through. Not midway through, but...
It was when we were back in England.
Yeah.
I think it was like Ashford,
Yeah, we only got delayed for 20 minutes, but it was a long 20 minutes, and I think we were both up really early. I was up at 5, you were up just after that, weren't you?
Yeah. And
it's now 10 to 9, so it's 10 to 10 in France, so we're just tired, but we, you know, and I feel like we're being really negative.
Just tired,
we're just tired, yeah, we are. We've been out and just grabbed some Five Guys. Hooray! So we're just gonna nom that, and then
look how greasy the bag is.
I know, yeah. We're just gonna eat that, and then we're gonna go to bed, and then we'll travel back to home tomorrow.
Yeah. I think it's a good call, wasn't it? Not having to travel again tonight.
Yeah, it'd have been. I might have. I would not have been responsible for my actions. Yeah, I just when you travel. I mean, anybody who's travelled knows it's it's not stressful particularly, but it's just tiring.
It's a lot of waiting, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just really tiring. So yeah, so we're home. I didn't go to Five Guys in my ears, just for fear of, I didn't want to get beaten up in London.
So I did spirit jersey.
I did have my spirit jersey on though, yeah, my new one. So yeah, so this is our first vlog series.
Yeah.
Over and done. I'd just like to say as well that this is our first one. We're learning, so I think possibly they may get better as the week goes on, and then we're really grumpy today. But we're off to Florida in May. So we'd love it if you would, watch our Florida vlogs once we've done, and we are going to try and sort of do other things as well. We're not just going to do Disney stuff, are we? We're going to try and do
Disney.
fun.
Like stuff like here in England as well.
Yeah, but with Disney stuff thrown in as well. So we might, do a trip to the Disney store and find out what's new, and basically just do lots of nice fun things.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, we're going back to Florida in May for 10 nights.
The 10th or 11.
Let's hope it's 11. I think it's 10. But we'll confirm that.
10 nights,
we're not very
days.
good. I think it's 10 nights, 11 days. Yeah. We're doing things slightly different this time. We normally go with Virgin.
Controversial.
We're not going with Virgin this time. Not because of anything other than we just
price.
Yeah. I was gonna try and beat around the bush then. Yeah. Basically the price. And we went last year. So within the space of 12 months, we'll have been to Disney, Florida, Paris, and then Disney again in Florida. So we thought we'll just try and save some pennies, and it's all money for the parks, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've managed to actually, for the price we paid for Florida last year, we've done Paris and Florida this year for the same price.
Yeah,
pretty much, so
basically,
probably a bit cheaper. So.
So please kind of stick with us and follow us on our adventures to Florida. We're staying at Coronado Springs this time round. We normally stay at Port Orleans Riverside. Yeah. We fancied a change again, so we're just going to try Coronado Springs.
It's all been refurbished as well.
Yeah.
And see what it's like. I know there'll still be some construction when we're there, but I think all the outside stuff will be pretty much done. So I think they'll just be doing the inside of the new tower, really, won't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, it shouldn't be disrupted at all, hopefully. And if we are, then we'll get some free pins.
No, he's joking. Yeah. That's it basically. We've had the best time. I'm dreading going back to work on Monday. Not because I hate my job, just because when you've spent so much time in
the Disney bubble,
the magic, it's just that it's hard to go back. It's hard to go back to normality, but I've got a lovely job, so I can't complain at all. I just would wish I was looking at the castle and just talking to Mickey all day, that's all. So thanks for being with us.
Yeah.
We hope we've given you some tips on what to do and what not to do, and if you've got any constructive feedback on our vlogs, please give it to us, because we are learning as we go along. I've actually really enjoyed the vlogging.
Yeah. We've not edited it yet. At this point.
Well, no, that's his job, and I'll help a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've actually really enjoyed it. I think it's nice to kind of. I'd just like to say as well, we're not doing this for any purposes other than to document things that we love to do.
When we've been away before, we videoed stuff normally on our phone, and then they just stay there, and you either forget about them, you never see them again, or so it's a good way just to have everything. Even though it's a channel that everyone can see, it's good for us to look back and we can see like our life that way.
Yeah.
As like a full video rather than small clips. So.
Yeah, and we're trying to be ourselves. We are being ourselves, we watched a couple of videos back and I thought, oh gosh, there's nothing worse than looking back at yourself and watching what you've done and how you speak and how you look and all those things, but actually we don't care about those things, do we? Like we're just us, and we're just doing what we love, and so thanks for watching, and we'll hopefully
see you in Florida.
See you in Florida. Absolutely. Thanks very much, guys.
Bye.
Bye.